Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Etrian Odyssey 3. In the last part, we did a lot of quests, rather a lot of exploration on the open sea, and unlocked like 4 or 5 new locations, with 3 sets of quests each. And the level gap kind of jumped up by a lot. I mean, we checked the last one and he was 73. Yeah. I mean, some of them might be doable. Technically speaking, some of them might be doable. Wait a second. I need to change the time tonight. I haven't forgotten. The pedaloids are around at day, during the daytime, right? Totally. We need to go throughout the night. But you know what I mean. We have unlocked so many quests, I'm certain a couple of them might be doable. But after seeing the last one, 73, I don't know if we should tackle that yet, you know? It might actually drive me mad. Who knows which kind of monster's waiting for us? The golem was already a pain to figure out, right? All things considered. And it can only get worse from here, right? Kinda. And besides, I did say in the last part that I really wanted to come back around here. I mean, look at this beautiful forest. White woods, pinkish flowers, reflecting floor. There's certainly going to be very, very bright throughout the daytime. And just as we did in the 4th stratum, for the time being, we're probably not going to use any type of safety. The rats are around. Why are the rats around here? Weren't they supposed to be on the 1st stratum? They're usually always in the 1st stratum, so that's a bit weird. And nevertheless, you know what I mean. We need to try out how strong they actually are around here, and then we also need to make sure to get their items for new equipment and all the good stuff, right? Okay, take order for the front. Just in case, let's call the owl. Yeah, the owl is usually always able to help us. Didn't get any of them. Okay, that's not so good. Fire? Let's go for fire. Protection is going to be kept up. Don't need any of that, and I guess... Is Lucy faster than I? Probably not. Let's try to dismiss our owl. I have 83 PP. 1 fire rage is not going to hurt that much. And I actually got to sleep as well, which allowed me to just one-hit them all. Okay, it doesn't really seem like they're so bad. At least those 2 aren't so bad. But we all know there's at least 1 giant monster waiting around here. In the other floors, it was a bird. In the previous floors, it was a giant yellow fish with thunder attacks. And the floor above that was a gigantic dino that was waiting to ambush us after passing through any type of corner, right? So let's be very careful. And actually speaking, wait a second, before anything, not save the scroll, I need to mark out the locations of the F. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you actively kidding? I am... Why? Literally, why? I'm 3 minutes in! I haven't even used the tent for days! We were on sea! Fluffball! We were on sea! We were literally on sea! Were you waiting the entire time for me to return to this floor? This is dedication. True dedication. But I don't want to fight against you. It never ends well for me. Seems like he's stuck in that room again. Or maybe? I can tell. It could be another scenario where he's stuck in a room. But nevertheless, it seems like there's only 1 FOE around here. Which is a bit weird. But that's alright. Okay. Nothing around. Door leading closer to the fluff ball, and let's go. Okay, my marker's gone. That's not a good sign. There's a tile to the left. tile to the right. Currently we are right here. Let's put a marker down right there. So this is pretty much a fog room, like in the second game. Just without fog. We can actually see quite clearly where we are right now. So that's good. Okay. So that was one tile each side, leading to another door. And that's just going to lead us back to that spot. Okay. How do I mark this? Maybe I'm just going to leave it black. And that marker, I'm just going to place a marker into every room like this. Coloring it yellow or maybe something like that in order to make sure that this one is not an FOE. In fact, this is just my marker that I can move around. Yeah, that's certainly going to help. Okay, left and right, one tile. I can go further towards the north. 2 tiles circling in like this, and another way to the south. But I also need to make sure to check for... Oh my god. Fluffball! Are you heading towards me? Are you actively heading towards me? No, right? You would never do that. Okay, I'm going to go to the south from here. Oh no. 58 is not so bad. Let's go for charge. 9 guard. Protection order like always. Attack order just in case. And I still have the stealing book. I need to swap back to my sleeping book. Do a lot of damage on a Haro though. I don't really like that. Fire Rage. Guard. Might need to use one line heal to the back. Defend, but then again you can just attack normally. That wouldn't really make a difference. And we're going to go for the headbind to the lift guy as well. Okay, that's alright. I don't need a sleep bonus, they have less than 500 HP. That's good. That's good. You know what? I'm just gonna color all of that yellow. Yeah, let's just color all of that yellow. That's gonna be alright. Okay. Now again, I need to double check on the walls, just in case. After all, they always like to hide stuff around here. Like maybe a shortcut. Never mind. I was about to say maybe a shortcut back to the staircase would be nice, but I guess so close to the beginning it wouldn't really make any sense to have that. Unless it's all from the other side, which I cannot enter right now. Okay. And if there's a shortcut on this side, that means I need to have another way to get around here faster. And there's some space around there as well. Okay, maybe there was something hidden in that room. I haven't really checked... Yeah. I haven't really checked the sides of this room as either, so I should probably do that. Just in case. Seems like they really like to hide stuff everywhere around here. And there's my treasure icon. 1 tile each. 2 tiles room. Okay. What's inside? Come on. Medica 4! Oh, great. But by the way, before anything, my encounter rate is already kind of high. Back to my sleep book. There you go. So do we have another shortcut around here that I need to know of? It's just a bunch of rotten fruits. That's fine. Don't really care about them that much. You can try to instantly kill them. And let's try to put the left one to sleep, I guess. Didn't work, but I got to sleep. Okay. And Fire Rage. Just in case. Are they... Oh, they're actually weak to everything. Oh, that's just great. Line Guard. But then again... Now, if I use Knighthood, my Lucy isn't able to protect my DP either. It's fine. It's fine. Just use Line Guard. Defend, defend, defend. They are not able to survive this. They are certainly not able to survive this. What? They have more HP. They have more HP than the rats. Or maybe I attacked them before, but I don't think so. Oh well. I mean, it's not like they do a lot of damage, right? Totally. But it's not so bad. Okay, so there's nothing in that room. Nothing at all. Maybe on the other side of this. It's red again. That's not so good. And there's nothing inside of this room either. Okay, which means there's only one secret shortcut around here. So the south is blocked off. There's nothing in the south, which means I kind of have to go towards the left side from here. Oh, they're actually resistant to fire. Okay, well then I'm just going to swap to ice attacks, I guess. I might want to start using Dark Ether though. After all, we're already down to 47 if I need to go for Frontal Mortal. It would be good if I still have the TP to actually use it, right? Would be kind of good to have Dark Ether for the front. Especially Alicia. Alicia is already down to 71. In the worst case of scenarios, when I actually want to go for Save the Scroll again, it would be good if I don't end up using that much TP around here. Right? Kind of. Dark Ether again. There we go. The only downside is, Line Guard is just way too fast. It's faster than Dark Ether, so I can't really stop that. Which means the Ice Walls cannot be stopped with Dark Ether either. Unless, of course, maybe if I improve her speed by a lot, it might still be possible for us, but I don't really think it's going to work like that. I mean, Alicia's pretty much one of the slowest units that I have around here. So in that regard, sure, Lucy's not really that fast either, but still. A skill that is able to reduce the cost of TP, usually... Oh, not a shortcut that I cannot take. But a skill that usually is supposed to lower the cost of something else, has something like a priority effect, right? Pretty much like Line Guard itself. And the Knighthood skill that we have on Maharu. But I guess it doesn't work like that. Okay, let's stick to the north for now. Maybe I can find something good around here. The encounter rate is crazy though, I have to say. Hey, appear so quickly. Need to make sure to attack at least a bit. It seems like my attacks are not quite strong enough to actually ensure that all of them are... You have bind? It seems like it's only leg bind, so that's fine, but still. Don't appreciate this. Do not appreciate it. Okay. One of them's still alive, but that's fine. We can just owl them down now. There we go. Not so bad. I actually got a combat ball again. Great. Now, anything to the left of us? Doesn't really seem like it. Too bad. There's another corridor going further towards the south. It's probably connected to the other side of this, but we'll see. Yes, that's just another connection point. Don't really see a reason why it's looking like that, unless of course they're trying to hide something again because I didn't check the wall. Never mind. I mean, they could have tried something like that. I always like to do something in suspicious locations, and it's not like there's an FOE around here that I can loot either. No event? Nothing? Okay. I really like to put a lot of shortcuts, or rather not shortcuts, what am I saying? Dead ends around here, right? I really like to do that. Okay, another door to the front. Is that another one where I'm not able to see where I'm going? Yes, it is. No, wait, it isn't. I can still see. Everything's fine, I can still see. But there's a cutscene. As you proceed through the pristine porcelain forest, a vast hall comes into view. Deep within that vast space, you spot a figure watching you. Oh no! You dare violate these halls, mutters the figure. The young man gives a shrilling whistle before you lose sight of him in the forest. And he summoned an FOE! Well, of course! Instantly, a monster with gigantic sickled arm appears near the hall's center. The choice is yours, whether to subdue it by force or attempt to maneuver around it. With sickles? Okay. Well, I can't quite see it yet. Let me be so free to actually use safe scroll right now, and maybe keen eyes for the sake of it, and just in case, Lion Guard, the Lion Heal, there we go. The freaking fluff ball is still around, are you kidding me? Shouldn't you already disappear by now? I thought there was some kind of timer. Wasn't there some kind of oh gosh. Okay, so the FOE gets angry and follows us for a couple of steps. Okay. Then he follows us again. 1, 2. Oh, there's a little shortcut right over here. But then he's probably going to take another break, right? Well, I can test that once I go through the shortcut. Yeah, he took another break, and that just leads to a little treasure room. Isn't that just great? Anything special inside? Yes, a good book. I always take that. Now you're going to get angry again. Is it because I'm in that area? Didn't really seem like I crossed the line, but then again, it might be that he has some kind of view area again. I stepped right here and he got angry. I was there and he got angry. There's a decent chance he's going to get triggered around there as well, because this spot was fine. But we'll see once I try to get around him on the other side, huh? Just saying. Maybe? Okay, he's still a bit far away, but I'm not entirely sure if he's going to approach me if I go to the left, so for the time being, I just want to go through the door. Which is hopefully going to reset him back into his corner, right? 1 tile each, 2 tiles ahead, closing into another corridor. Nothing to see, okay. So this should be fine now. Never mind. Never mind. I can't quite tell. I can't quite tell. Maybe he just hates everyone who crosses this line. There's a chance he just hates everyone who crosses this line. So I can see 2 tiles ahead of me, then goes towards the left, and yeah, I guess it's going to close off somewhere around there. I'm not entirely sure. It's fine. We're just going to leave the room and just ignore that thing for now, huh? I mean, we don't really have to fight against it as long as we find a way around it. Sure, I have to TP. I could technically attempt it once, but he did say sickles, right? Sickle arms. That can only mean one type of foe, and I'm not looking forward to fighting anything like that. Especially since they usually always like to have a certain type of ailment on their weapons, which is instant death. And I don't really want to play around instant death, just saying. I really don't want to play around any type of instant death. Okay, an inspection. You stop at a passage dead end for a moment before heading back, taking a deep breath. The air you inhale is a refreshing scent of pine, and you can tell that this is an exceptionally clear place. You may rest here and enjoy the fresh air, or head back the way you came to make up for lost time. Is it possible for me to recover? It might lead to a trap, but I would also love to recover. When you sit and breathe deeply, you sense the pure, untainted energy of the forest. 40 HP, okay, that's good. How about some TP? I would love to have some TP. It is so calming that you wonder if it wouldn't be so bad to rest here a little longer. Can I get some TP? Sensing no monster nearby, you enjoy the tranquility of the forest for a brief while. Yes, okay. Though you have stayed here for some time already, you think it might do you good to remain. Okay, now I'm kind of pushing it. Now I'm really pushing it. But at the same time, I'm intrigued. I kind of want to see what happens. Sure. As a result of your long rest, the stress you've accumulated have been fully relieved. Okay, I take that. If you stay here longer though, it could have adverse effect of your exploration. You resolve to go. There was no trap. It was just a resting area. Full rest. Great! That is so rare. Usually, if they ask you 3 times in a row, that just means you should really consider leaving this place. Oh, shoot. That's the Vault Fox, right? I remember. Okay. Charge first. Just in case, we're going to go for the Vault Wall. I'm not playing around with any type of elements around here. We already saw what happened in the previous floor, where the fishy literally obliterated us within 1 hit. So, Beast War, please. I should have probably kept with my, or rather sticked with my sealing book instead of my sleeping book. Oh god, 100 damage. Good that we went for protection, huh? The tech debuff is hopefully going to work. We're going to go for the Ice Barrage because, but then again, it's not like they're that strong. And usually Volt is weak to fire, right? But then again, ice is weak to fire. So ice should be it. Right? Yeah. Let's try to go for ice. We're going to stick with Volt Barrage or in a Volt Wall. The guard order just in case. A tech order has already been applied, so that's fine. How about the Eagle Eye in order to lower his defense? Dark Ether just in case. I want to save some PP after all. Okay, he didn't go for electric, and he's not that tanky either. Good to know! Don't trust the fox though. He didn't really go for his electric attacks, I think. At the very least, I didn't really saw any type of spark effect on the normal hit that he was able to do. And even his normal attacks are kind of deadly with 100 damage on my Alicia, who's literally the tank on 2 feet. So yeah, if that hits me, I don't know if I can survive it that well. But we'll see, right? We will see. Okay, there was nothing towards the right of me. Another exit point. But we can also go further towards the south. The fluff ball is technically towards the south of here. But the fluff ball usually always likes to hide in a separate area where you usually wouldn't really walk into, right? I didn't check the wall. Okay, there's nothing in the walls. Okay. Never mind, it's just another... Oh no, please don't! I don't have Vault Wall! I don't have Vault Wall! It's fine! It didn't do it! It didn't do it, everything's fine. How about sleep? You guys love sleep. Okay. Yeah, he didn't use Volt yet. Lightning Call. Heavenly Bolt. Sure. Sure. Charge. Vault Wall. You're going to go for the line here. I really need that. I should be faster than the fox. Or the Eevee should be... Yeah, Eevee is faster than the fox. I technically would like to have the guard order applied. Then a beast roar because I really need to lower the damage. Holy freaking hell. They almost killed my Eevee. They actually almost killed my Eevee. That's not good. Defend, please. I'm gonna give them a tech order as well, just because. Dark Ether. Come on. Please don't kill her. But, and don't kill my Lucy either. You're still alive! How? Vault Wall. It's fine. Protection order for the front. Guard order for the back. You're just going to defend. Everything is fine. He's not going for the electric. Why is it not going for electric? How comes? Or is it because it noticed my wall? Is it not using it because it already sees that Alicia's trying to protect against that? There's a decent chance for that. There's a decent chance for that. And that's good, but at the same time, if you're not going to use Vault, I would really appreciate it if I could go for the other skill, so that we can lower the normal attacks. Ah, no. Okay. Another one of those rooms. One to the left. One to the right. Closing in. Okay, we are currently right here. The south is only one corner. Yes, okay, so we are currently in this little corner. There's another crossing. North goes to the right. South goes down to the left. And there's another opening. Okay, we're going to check out the south first. Then we're here. Wait a second. I don't really want to have my counter right now. Not when I have to focus on the map. So this is south. This is south. Keep looking towards the south. There's an opening towards the left side. And the opening just has an event. Okay. You can... Or rather, you find a small crack in the wall before you. A person could fit through here. Never mind, that's not an event. That's actually another shortcut. Let's put a marker right here so that I know that I just entered this. We have another treasure room at hand. That's just great. Don't need to worry about encounters. That makes it even better. I'm reader free! Oh, thank you, game! Why are you suddenly so kind? Why are you giving me the good stuff? Huh? But then again, I guess we are on the 5th slot already, or at the 5th strand of it all. So I can kinda see why. Currently we are right here. Yes, right there. So we step one tile to the right. That's north. Another corridor going forward. 2 tiles. And then the corner goes to the south. Okay, that's just a straight line down, so I don't really need to map that right away. Okay. Gonna put the marker right here so that I know. All of that is blocked off and connected like this. Great! One tile to the right. We're kind of far away though. I don't think they're going to give us a good shortcut from here. It seems like we're kind of circling around the whole map again in order to reach the staircase. Which is good, because then I can kind of assume that the shortcut is probably right around this area. Or maybe further to the north. We'll see, right? We'll see. Okay, now the question is, are we going to go to the left path or are we going to head further to the south? Technically speaking, I think the south would be better. Practically speaking, I do kind of want to check out the left side. Turns out it's probably just another loop. They really like to put some loops around here. Eh? Wait. Fluffball! Why are you still here? I thought you would have disappeared by now! Why are you still here? Why are you tormenting me? This is ridiculous. Literally ridiculous. He's triggering me. He's literally taunting me. At this point, he's right ahead of me! Oh, you know what? Keen eye, safety scroll in order to keep him around. One chance. I'm giving him one chance. One chance, only one chance. I saved, right? Yes, I saved. But first and foremost, Dismemberer. Sealing book. I'm not playing any games with you. I'm telling you, I'm not playing any games with you. Okay, I guess I don't really need to do anything fancy with Lucy. Okay. We need to change anything else? I think, yeah, I need more attacking limits. This one is going to be helpful. With Effie and I guess Haru, but then again, she has a... It's not going to be that effective because... Okay, we're going to stick with Typhoon Bolt, with those two. Cross Slash, technically, is it better? I don't know. I don't know, I usually resist everything. They always resist everything. That's the thing about them, right? Charge Tactic? Yeah, I kinda need Charge Tactic. I guess that didn't change anything after all. Okay, one more save. You are mine. It's blue. Okay. So we're going to go for charge. I need you to go for the leg bind. Protection. I gave you one of the books as well, which is the sealing book, which means I need you to go for the arm bite. I didn't get that. I didn't get that either. I got nothing. I literally got nothing. Great. Just great. I love that. I always love that. Okay. You know what? Let's just go for the limits. Let's just go for the limits. Hit up with everything that we have. Still try to go for the stuff though. I still need to get that stuff going. Hit, 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 and please, please get it. He killed himself! Why is that always happening? It's always happening! I cannot get them ever! But then again, wait a second. Maybe I already... the luck, it's the luck issue. The items are great. And one more time. One more time! One more time. It's fine. One more time. One more time! I will see. Come on. Okay. Instead of running, it just duplicated itself. Sure! Sure, I can't kill one of them. But at least you give me a whole army of yourself. Makes sense. I'm just in case, Firewall. just in case. Protection Order as well. I'm actually going to give myself... It's blue. It's gonna have a resistance to everything again. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. That's literally the thing about it. Let's go for the mole. I need to get the leg bind going somehow. Oh my freaking god, they're killing each other! They're killing me! Oh, I remember. Oh no. Oh no. This is the one that gets triggered by element attacks, right? Some of you guys mentioned that. How do I kill something like this though? I can barely scratch it, and they can explode. All of them can explode. Party heal. Get this head bind. It already exploded. Wait, that wasn't even explosion. Oh, great. Well, isn't that just lovely? Are you about to kill me? I think you're literally about to kill me. I don't even have nectar. I'm getting killed by the... What? 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 It didn't run away. Okay, so Regal Radiance doesn't trigger it. That's good. That is good. The mole is out. I need to... It's gonna run. It's gonna run. It's literally gonna run. Mole, please. No, never mind. It exploded. Of course it would. Why wouldn't it, right? Why wouldn't it? This is so stupid. Literally so stupid. Charge. Slash him to death. At least kill one in the regular way. At least one. Right? At least one. Give me one. He killed me. Of course he killed me first. Oh, screw it. Out or down. He's gonna run away either way. Why not? Aren't you just going to escape like usual? What is happening? What's literally happening? Okay, was about to say, where's the explosion? How comes you were able to endure it for such a long time? How much did I eat? All of my TP. No, that's not worth it. Screw that thing. I'm gonna reset one more time, but I'm not gonna fight it again. I hate the fluff balls. I hate them so much. Why are they always so annoying? Huh? It's every time. They're every time so annoying. This time around they actually can kill me as well, which makes it even worse. All things considered, right? They make it even worse. Literally worse. Okay, let's go to the left side. Let's just try to ignore that thing with all our might, right? And that fluff ball was inside of that room, if I remember right. So this is gonna be fine. This is just, I'm gonna mark this as red as fluffy spawner or something. There you go. That's the corner where the fluff ball spawns. I'm so tired already. Just because of one fluff ball. Why am I always trying? I know that it's impossible. I know it. So far, not every single time I face this thing, it always ends up bad. Right? Every single time. And I still try it without fail at least once. Which is totally stupid, all things considered. I mean, let's be serious. It never works, right? It literally never works. But I'm still trying, because why not? I mean, it could work by some kind of miracle. It could just suddenly work. Which it doesn't. But it could. One day, maybe. Infuriating. Simply infuriating. But hey, at very least we are constantly finding treasures around here. We try to appease our rage, so that's fine. Metal Kaisaku, I mean. What's that? Not this. Oh right, I need to change my stuff back. I almost forgot about that. Never mind, it didn't get saved, except of the couple of books around here. Please give me back my sleep book. Thank you very much. Alright. What was the Kaisuka? Metal Kaisuka? Kaisuka... Metallic rod used by martial artists for training purpose. All for the limit. Ooh. Technically speaking, that is kinda good. If I were to use Effie as our limit guy. A girl, I mean. Practically speaking, I mean, at some point, I do kind of want her to go back with Breaking Fist and all. I kind of guess I have to think about that a bit more. Yeah, I have to think about that one a bit more. So, okay, that was one tile to the south. There's an opening to the left. To the north. I'm probably going to go to the north, and I guess I have to move all of this one tile to the right. I should have probably used my keen eyes a bit earlier, but it's fine. Okay, I wanted to go to the south. There's an opening to the left. Let's draw that in. Is there anything on the walls? Doesn't really seem like it. Okay. I'm gonna use my safety scroll one more time because it just makes it a bit easier for me right now. 1, 2. Nothing to the left. That just leads back to the north. Seems like we have another corner around here. Then we can go even further towards the left side from here. Doesn't seem like there's anything hidden around here. And that just leads straight down to another door. Great. Let's put that marker here. All the way down. All the way around. And the rest of the map is just covered in even more yellow tiles. There we go. And I think I already saw some kind of shortcut ahead. Oh yes, there's another shortcut ahead. Great! Ah, wait. Not like this. One tile to the left. 1, 2 downs. Closing in. 1 tile away from us. Another 2 tiles away from us. And there we go. Okay. I guess we aren't really closing around or rather circling around the whole map in its entirety. I mean, we kind of went from the top right corner straight through the middle to the bottom left area, so that's good. So how is our condition right now? At least that's already kind of low, but that's because of the safety scroll. I haven't really found any type of camping area yet. And that should technically be close by, right? Usually it's always close by. What's this? Impassable from this side. Okay, that's a good sign. That's probably the area where I have to be. Another path to the north. But seriously though, there should be a camping area somewhere around here. There usually always is one. Well, there we have it! Thanks, game! You just need to ask, right? You just need to ask and the game is just going to hand you out the camping area the second you actually need it. Practically speaking, I do kind of want to use it, but at the same time it's just going to allow the fluff ball to spawn even more. So maybe I shouldn't rely too much on them. But at the same time, they're so handy as well, right? I mean, it's an easy way for my Alicia to recover pretty much half of her TP, just like that. And it's not like the tents are that expensive either. And we can just simply restock them in our store as well, right? From the very start. She never runs out of material like the breeders, where you actually have to get out of your way with your gathering team in order to craft that stuff. Oh, another gathering point. That's a take point. There you go. But you know what I mean, right? Usually with the gathering team, you always have to go... Nope. Nope, wait. We have safety scroll. Everything is fine. Sure, the day started. But it's fine. It's fine. The pedaloids are not going to spawn right away. Everything is good. Nothing to worry about. We just need to be very careful with our safety scrolls. Just keep the safety scrolls in mind. Everything is fine. Okay, that leads further to the south. It's actually going to get us closer to the F&E. Is that another one of those invisible rooms? Seems like it. And if that is the case, then it's going to be even worse for us. Oh, never mind. Oh well, that kinda is. Keen eyes. I still have a bit of safety scroll left. It's turns, it's not a lot. But at the very least, I cannot even see that. Oh, great! The game thought about that. Well, I'm gonna mark this as red. He's probably going to get angry the second I approach. Which is not good. 1. Oh, he's gonna catch me as well. Yeah, he's totally going to catch me. He's gonna take a break right now. 1 tile. I already need to use my safety scroll, otherwise he's going to drag me into another encounter. And it was 1 tile. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. 5. Please take a break. You need to take a break. Right now. You have to take a break right now. Oh god, he actually takes a break. Okay. That goes to the left. 1 tile. Let's hope this is actually correct. We are currently right here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1 tile down. And we have a door. Okay. Right? Something like this. Well, I'm a bit off. Yeah. Which means this is all moved 1 tile to the left. That can be removed. And I'm just going to wait for that FOE to leave that area, probably. Or should I just head straight for the... Yeah, I should probably head straight for the shortcut, actually. All things considered, I can still fix that a bit later. And I might try to hide another treasure in there. I mean, so far, every time we had to go through a closed area like this, they kind of like to hide a treasure in there as well. Some of them were a bit obvious, but still. Okay, that's another shortcut. That seems to be our staircase. But first and foremost, shortcut. Shortcut is always the most important thing. The shortcut is going to make our life much, much easier. And there might even be another shortcut to the left of us as well. Great. That makes it even better. And that's our staircase. Great. There we have it. The path absent of reason. Okay. Yeah, we're probably, yeah, we kind of have to return to the town really soon. My encounter it. My safety scroll. And the fact that the pedaloids are around, right? The pedaloids are around here somewhere. It's daytime now. They're going to spawn. They're just waiting to spawn. And I'm not about to fight any type of pedaloids. I can't do anything around here. That is the entrance point. Is it open from 3 sides? It is open from 3 different sides. Okay, well, that's good to know. Guess it kind of looks something like this. That was closed off. And the rest around here is all in blue. There we go. Okay, so I need to still map out that area. There might be something hidden over there, who knows. I still need to fix this area with the FOE and all. That marker has to be moved. That marker has to be moved back to the starting point. And technically speaking, there is room for a treasure. As long as the room is a bit smaller than this. But, you know what? I would say this is a perfect moment to make a little cut. After all, we have to return to the town anyways. I hope you guys had fun with today's part. In the next part, we're going to head down to the 18th floor, grab the next set of quests, fix our map, and probably check up on the other corners really quickly, just in case. I don't really want to miss anything around here, right? Nevertheless, I hope you guys had fun, and see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye!